Atlanta, a southern metropolis and full of surprises. And in this episode of the vlog, for this Scottish traveller, some very welcome sights from home related to Scotland made an appearance. This is Atlanta. Welcome to Atlanta. It's another new city on a road trip. I'm so excited to be here. We have only got a very short time to enjoy Atlanta. But we're here and we're going to make the most of the time we've got before we have to go on to our next destination. My camera is steaming up, that's how humid it is here. So steamy. Welcome to Atlanta in Georgia. It's a new state for me, it's a new city. I'm really excited. Oh my god, look at the place. Big buildings, warm weather, it's all good. Atlanta is a city of over 6 million people. It moves with rhythm, with style, and with heat. It was established in 1837 and played key roles in the American Civil War and in the Civil Rights Movement of the 1960s. The city is home to several landmarks honouring Martin Luther King Jr., who was a significant figure in American history, and who was born and raised in Atlanta. The first Scottish surprise I saw was related to Scottish billionaire Andrew Carnegie. But what could he have to do with Atlanta? Well, it turns out he founded the Carnegie Library, the city's main library, which stood in Atlanta from 1902 until it was demolished in 1977. Today, this facade is all that remains, serving as a monument to Carnegie's donation to the city. Oh my god, yes, tree-lined avenues, that is what I like. Plenty of shade, and that's what we need here when we're travelling, especially in the south in summer. So we just went to Varsity for lunch. That video I'm going to make on a whole other video all on its own because I think it deserves it. It's like a Georgia plus Atlanta classic. So Varsity, that was where we ate. I'm kind of feeling like I've had way too much fast food on this trip. Like, it's getting unhealthy now. Because we're only here for basically 24 hours, we're going to do all the touristy, main tourist stuff that you have to do. So, down to that park where the Coca-Cola place is and the aquarium is. I'm not sure if we'll get into all these places, but we're going to walk around and see what we can do in the short time we've got in this very warm but beautiful city. Apparently there's over 100 flavours of Coke in here. That's a lot of Coke. Oh!
I hate that noise.
You hate that noise?
People, first order of business speaking of. Time to talk about the one and only drum roll, please.
Okay, so we've now had the propaganda film. We're now fully Team Coca-Cola. Now we're going into the vault, where we can try 100 different types of Coke.
Alright.
I think so. What? Where is that? Oh, there you go, look. Where's that? That's my hometown. That's Edinburgh. Apparently, they based it after something made in Scotland that we used to drink. Not Edinburgh, I guess. Who knew this then? Coca-Cola made in Scotland before Atlanta. You read that here, inside the Coca-Cola experience place. Here's the thing as well, after going around the Coca-Cola experience, you definitely want to have some Coke afterwards, and I really wanted some Coke now. So hopefully they have a place where we can try some. I think they do. So this is where things get real. It is a taste test of over 100 different flavours of Coke, apparently. How's it work? Oh no, that's the one I wanted.
That's the one you know I have.
Oh, I wanted that one. Oh, just a little bit.
What the hell is that? Oh.
Bearing's red cream soda. Oh my god, it's orange. No, it's not orange, it's like nuclear pink.
Red.
It's actually quite nice though. You want some? You're not gonna like it. Okay, I'm quite skeptical of this one. Pear and cucumber. Oh no! Why would you do that to yourself? It's like I drank a vegetable.
Oh no, disgusting.
Why?
Now we're gonna have the best one.
The Brazilian one?
Yes. I already know the taste. Very much. The best drink. Oh, no, this is not the best guaraná, but still guaraná.
I can wash the taste of cucumber out of my mouth. And of course, every good tour of any kind of museum or anything like that ends with a gift shop experience thing. So that was the Coca-Cola experience, the Coca-Cola world, I think, in Atlanta. Anyway, confession time. So when you saw the videos from earlier, before we went into the Coca-Cola place, we were out here and we were desperately hot. And we either could have went into the Coke place, which there was a big queue for, or we could have went back to the hotel and got an air conditioning and had a nap for a few hours, because it was the middle of the day and it was oppressively hot. So that's what we did. We went back to the hotel and had a nap. After we were woken up from our nap by the sound of thunder and lightning. It was really quite intense, but consequently, for our one day in Atlanta, we've missed a few things. Like, we didn't go to the aquarium, which is over there, one of the top 3 aquariums in the world apparently, and also we didn't go into the National Centre for Civil and Human Rights, which is here behind me there, which is now closed, unfortunately. It would have been really good to go in there and see that. The thing is, when we're traveling, and when we have been traveling and doing these trips around the United States, like, I give myself a lot of stick for missing things, and I also get a lot of stick in the comments from people saying, oh, you didn't go to this place, you didn't go to that place, you know, that's terrible that you missed that. But the bottom line is, when you're watching these videos, these like 10, 15, 20 minute videos, these snippets of my day, it doesn't really tell the whole story of the tiredness and exhaustion and the heat and all the rest of it. You know, I do my best to try and share those things, but ultimately it is very hot and we've been very tired and trying to struggle through the days sometimes, and we just can't do everything. We can't see everything. We've not got the energy to see everything, and so these videos are more just a way for me to share my experience of seeing some of the places in the United States. I just felt a drop of rain. Hopefully that thunder and lightning doesn't come back. But yeah, I just want to show my days here in the States as best I can, and I want to try and see as much as I can, but also with the acknowledgement that I can't see everything. I'm not going to be able to see everything, and that's okay.
You drove for 6 hours yesterday?
Yeah, I drove for 6 hours yesterday on a puncture. Yeah.
Literally.
Anyway, it's now evening time here in Atlanta, and thankfully because of the rain earlier, it's a wee bit cooler. The thing with the aquarium as well is that I have to be conscious of. This is something I don't really talk about on my trips, but we're on a wee bit of a tighter budget this time, so we have to be a bit more choosy about some of the stuff. The aquarium there to get in is $45 each, so that's times 2, that's like $90 for us two to both go in there, and like we've got a long road ahead of us and lots of things that we're going to need to spend money on. To be honest, if I have to spend my money on stuff, I prefer it to be food. I'm just being honest, like not like zoos and stuff. I mean, it's probably amazing.
Water zoo.
I'm sure the water zoo is amazing. Like, it looks giant and, you know, top 3 in the world and all the rest of it, but $90 is quite steep for the two of us to go in there, so I'm going to give it a miss, and we'll go and enjoy some culinary experience instead. This here is the Centennial Olympic Park, right next to the aquarium and all the rest of it, which I guess is to commemorate the Olympics which were held here, and which were, by all accounts, a big success. They even got the Olympic flame thing in the corner up there, and you get a great view of the skyline here as well. You've seen it, the Olympic Park, this Centennial Olympic Park. It was nice. We got in just in time before they were closing the place. They are now literally just kicking everyone out. But it was nice to see it. Okay, this is wild, right? I was coming here to the Tabernacle to show you guys this venue because it's a famous venue, right? One of like Scotland's best bands, Franz Ferdinand, best indie rock bands, Franz Ferdinand is playing here tonight. That was total by chance, I didn't even know. Tekka loves Franz Ferdinand as well, don't you?
Who doesn't?
So, I don't know, like, can we get tickets? Can we go in? That would be mental. I got 2 tickets, that's mental. Franz Ferdinand from Glasgow in Scotland, a band I've been wanting to see in Scotland for years. And like they've just never, the stars have never aligned for me to see Franz Ferdinand in Scotland. One of Scotland's best indie rock bands by far. And I just got 2 tickets. That is so mental. I can't believe that. Here in Atlanta, the Tabernacle. And I wish I had like a Scottish flag. Can I buy a Scotland flag anywhere in Atlanta?
You have a towel.
I've got the Scotland flag towel. Yes. From Primark. That is so cool. I can't believe that. Look. And we've got like an hour to go before we even have to come, so.
What's the name of this place? The Tabernacle?
Tekka sometimes does not enjoy my spontaneous urges. That was a spontaneous urge. And a spontaneous splurge as well, because I'm not that cheap for tickets, but it's like the stars just aligned for that to happen. That's so insane. Alright, we went back to the hotel and changed and all the rest of it. And I've got my Scotland towel. I'm not sure that's totally appropriate for a concert. At least if I get sweat, I'll be able to wipe my brow with it though. Looking forward to it. Franz Ferdinand in Atlanta. Looking like you're ready for the party.
The concert?
It is swampy out here, so maybe this will come in handy after all.
Can't see the Franz Ferdinand sign.
No? All the way from Primark. And we're in. And we're in. Can't believe it. Look at this place though. And we've got a great spot as well, right in front of the band as well.
What?
We've got a great spot as well, right in front of the band. I had such a great and surprising night watching Franz Ferdinand play in Atlanta that I had to write to the band and tell them how amazing it was. Turns out they had noticed me and my mad jumping around with my Scotland flag towel in the crowd. Oh my god, I'm sweating like crazy. We're here in the downstairs basement and we're going to try and get some merch if there's anything left. We want a poster to remember this night by, because that was quite special. There you go, the Tabernacle. We went past it, we saw it, we saw that there was a show on from Franz Ferdinand, we got tickets and went in and it was epic. Good fun?
Yes.
We've got a poster as well. But now we need to get some food, I think. Maybe. There's a Waffle House just over there. I want to do a video about Waffle House, so I don't want to go in and try food yet because
We're not hungry.
we're not really that hungry, yeah, and I know that they serve you pretty well there. So maybe that's for another night, but I don't know. Can we even walk home? Is it safe? I don't know. It's so wild. We're here waiting on an Uber and they're doing a drone light show up there. Something else that was unexpected. As is often the case with these travels, my time in Atlanta was not enough, but a mere taste of the city. What that means though, is that Atlanta is now in my mind, and I need to return one day, and return one day I shall.